Anyways, guys, yep,
Let's begin.
let's begin. So, unfortunately, we will need to mute most of all of you except for those in the team. We'll have a chat session later on. If you guys have any questions, drop it in the comment section, and then we'll chat there. And let me begin, okay? So, thanks for coming, everyone. Welcome to our very first virtual townhall session, where we will be building a web scraper today using Python and Selenium. So the agenda is as follows. We're gonna, across the team right now, we're gonna do a quick introduction to the Hacker Collective, our vision, and the team that's running this thing. Then we're gonna move on, talk about web scraping, what projects will we be doing today, tools installation and setup, and then once we're all set up, once we're all ready, feel free to code along. We designed this session to be beginner friendly, so for those who are a little bit more experienced, feel free to help out if anyone has any questions. But mainly, we're going to do it at a pace that's more beginner friendly. So yeah, to introduce beginners to web scraping. So for those of you who are experienced, yeah, feel free to help out. And then after that, when we're done with the project, feel free to ask us anything. It's going to be a Q&A session. This is when you guys can feel free to unmute yourself and ask us questions. So yeah, feel free to introduce yourself in the comment section. We can get to know each other. So this event is going to be done mentee style, where Elise will be leading us and coding, and we will be coding along. So Satish, Eugene, and I, we will be acting on behalf of you guys as engaging students, learning from our mentors today, Elise. So yeah, drop any questions in the Google Meet chat box, and one of us will direct the questions to Elise. So if all is well, let me just begin. I'll begin with a brief introduction on the Hacker Collective. So, what is the Hacker Collective? We like to see ourselves as a self-taught community. So, we have a current focus on tech or digital skills or even growth hacking, right? So, of course, it's our main mission to empower self-education, meaning we plan to cover as many fields as possible that can be self-taught in the future. So, if any of you here are self-taught in anything at all or currently journeying the self-taught journey, feel free to reach out to us. We do not believe in spending tens to hundreds of thousands on education, be in debt just to get a job. We believe in self-education. The vision here is simple, right? It's up to 1,000 individuals each year, and our core belief is that there's an abundance of free resources online for individuals to utilize and experience. Okay. Yes, Annabella, this is going to be recorded. We'll post it up later on. Don't worry about that. Okay, so just to quickly share on what we're working on now, so how are we going to achieve this grand vision of ours. So number one, we host weekly 3 hours mentor-led meetup every week, okay? So we can mentor, preferably someone who's been through the self-taught journey, to teach beginners, show them the ropes of navigating this fast world of technology. Yeah, let us know if you're interested to join us. This is a very quick rundown on what we do. Secondly, we run townhall sessions like this. Eventually, when COVID settles down, we'll probably transfer most of this thing to physical online, physical townhall meetup, so we can connect physically. But let's see. If people prefer online, we do it online. Okay. Next, we provide mental support whenever anyone in the community is struggling throughout their learning journey. And this is a community where you can raise any questions that you have. It's up to the community to answer your questions. But if no one does, no worries. We have a mentor, right? Very nice, friendly mentor. Finally, we're also developing a self-taught web app in-house right now, so that you guys can all learn, network, and study alongside your peers in real time, meaning live. Okay, references to quality materials and challenges that are curated by us to make sure the knowledge sticks. And also, we also open source this for passionate self-taught enthusiasts all over the world who would like to contribute. So this thing will probably be out a few months from now. It's not ready yet, but this sharing, okay? And that's most of what the Hacker Collective is about. Now please allow me and all of us in the team to introduce ourselves and just to let you know who we are and what our backgrounds are like, okay? So I'll start with myself. My name is Derek. I come from an accounting and finance background. I'm currently partnering up with Ming, the guy that you guys who's actively chatting with you guys in the chat box. I'm partnering with him to grow this community because we believe in the vision. Okay, I didn't know exactly why I did accounting and finance back in the day because I've always been a life science student. But anyway, I believe in self-teaching, and I always see my passions and interests lies within startups and small businesses rather than all these large MNCs or conglomerates. So I started exploring venture capital when I was in final year of university because that's the closest thing that I can combine finance and startup. So I applied and got a position in a student-led venture capital firm when I was studying in UK. So for those of you who are studying in UK or just in UK right now, you can check it out. It's called Campus Capital. Very good exposure. For those of you who are not familiar with VC, venture capital is a type of financing, equity financing that investors provide to startup companies and small businesses that have high growth potential. Anyways, yeah, then I came back to UK after graduation, went on to work for a bit at a Singaporean venture capital firm that's based in Malaysia. And then I realized, how big of an impact startups play how much of an impact tech plays in the startup world, right? So I got inspired by all these companies. So long story short, I decided to take the plunge and learn code. But the journey wasn't easy, right? I've given up so many times. At some point, I was just spamming motivational videos or podcasts. I believe some of them in this chat know my journey, and it's just very tough. So I've considered things like boot camps and all, but it's just way too expensive. So I decided what's best for my financial situation, right now, and in the past would be to teach myself, to join Hackers Collective. And I also joined a few-time part-time refugee coding bootcamp for 2 months, but unfortunately, they stopped it due to shortage of funds. But yeah, and that's why also we're trying to partner up with all these NGOs so that we can find refugees or people in the B40 group, to upskill them and hopefully get them jobs without the need to pay much. The general mindset is this: if a scholarship provider can fund one student with 100,000 ringgit for a degree, right? You want to fund 50 students for the same amount of money, and also a quarter of the time needed for uni. So yeah, fast forward to today, I'm definitely not a professional software engineer by trade yet, but I know for sure that I've improved so much from the day I started, and I'm glad that it's all due to the hard work that I put in. But it's not easy. The journey can be long, but I really, really enjoy and I believe in the vision, and I hope that as many of you as possible with us in this journey. Okay, that's all on my end. Yeah, feel free to introduce all of yourself in the comment section so we can all get to know each other. And that's it on my end. So I'm going to pass it to the next person in our team to introduce himself. Perhaps Ming, you can go.
Guys, I'm gonna keep it really short, but basically I was a finance grad 8 years ago, and I did all sorts of jobs from sales to marketing. And I worked in OCBC, Samsung, PwC, and I didn't really like what I was doing, sales, marketing, consulting. So I changed my career, and I taught myself programming for 1 year. I stayed in the room 12 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I taught myself programming, and I realized that I really enjoyed it. So after that, I got my first job, and the rest is history, right? So that was 4 years ago. I taught myself programming. Right now, I'm just doing software projects and growing this community with Derek. And I must say that software has been really a game changer for my life. And I hope it'll be a game changer for you guys too. Uh, yeah, that's really it. Thanks.
Great. Satish, you'd like to go next?
Yeah. Hi guys, Satish here. I come from a variety of different backgrounds, but essentially I work in actually the family business. We do food manufacturing chocolates, and I found torn between studying something on my own, but I didn't know what to do. So I got into online marketing, and that's where I got started with this basic HTML and CSS. Then I saw people like there were some people, some developers I met. They did some cool stuff, and I wanted to know more. So I learned. I went to sites like a Code Academy, and I did like this self learning with Python, Python and JavaScript, and I like this was before there were any bootcamps or anything like that. So I actually I created my own like we had in the company we had like Excel. Everything was an Excel. It meant we all kind of Excel sheets. So I wanted to write a program where you can read those Excel sheets and summarize the data. So yeah, I did that like step by step, and that's how I got started, and I wanted to like improve my skills based on that. So about 2 years ago I joined a bootcamp, and I did a basic web development, and I learned different JavaScript frameworks, how to build a mobile app and like for the front end. But at the same time, after I went through the bootcamp, it was like it was not like a community where you get to like discuss and get like a feedback loop. And that's when I found these guys. I saw Hacker Collective, and it's like a self study group. It was really like it was something like something that I've been looking for a very long time. That yeah, I've been with them for the past 2 3 months, and it's been really it's been a game changer. Like exactly like what the Derek was doing. They're saying that like we're just helping each other to improve our skills. So that's been my journey so far.
Awesome, Satish. I'm glad it helped. Eugene. Yes, Eugene, our cybersecurity lead.
Hey guys, so I'm Eugene. Unfortunately, my introduction won't be as long as Derek's, but yeah, I'm from the IT background. So then not long ago, Derek approached me and asked me if you want to start this cybersecurity high school session, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Because this 3 years in uni, what I've actually learned, the only thing I've learned is that you don't need a university degree to learn programming and such. Really, because programming and stuff, you can just learn it online. Documentations are all online, you can just grab it. And this cybersecurity thing is everyone first came through it, across it from the movies, right? Those hacking stuff. So I was like, hey, it's kind of cool. So I started looking into it, and it was actually not as simple as the movies portray it to be. So what hacking this whole hacking thing is just literally trying to find yourself through a maze, and that's what I like so much about it, because it's like solving a puzzle every time, and the puzzle is different from this A to B to C to D. So yeah, I think that's pretty much my introduction.
Awesome, awesome. So let's go to our MVP for today, Ali.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Elise Ching. I'm a final year computer science student as well, and I think I can start sharing my slides.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk to you guys here. So you can change the layout now for Google Hangout. You can make it like Zoom, with all the tiles and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, so welcome to today's webinar. Today we're building a web scraper, and thank you for taking your time and being here today. Yeah. Okay, so a little bit about my background. As I said, I'm a final year computer science student. I was a former internet grad from last December until March of this year, and currently I'm interning at the Hacker Collective. Yeah. So to further emphasize like my job at Grab, these are just like a few pictures of me at Grab. Yeah. So my job was mostly actually I did a lot of web scraping. I did a lot of automation. We had to automate email, SMS services for the Grab Food department and Grab Car department as well. And there's a lot of we had to automate a lot of processes by using bots, and we created them using Slack. So that was really very fun and interesting to do. And we also worked a lot on REST APIs for our business processes. Sorry, is my screen hanging?
Yeah.
It is?
Yeah, it's hanging.
Sorry. Let me just restart it. Sorry. Let me just restart it.
If not, you can use one of the other monitors to present, and you just talk. And you just
Oh, yeah, I think that'll be good. So let me just try one more time. Okay, sorry, I'll share it first. Yeah.
Also, you guys can check out the chat.
Yeah, actually, you can check out the slides as well, so it's easier to follow. Yeah. Yeah, just share my entire screen. That would be better.
Okay. Alright, let's go.
Okay, so can see you. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So as I said, yeah, my job was, my intern role was called data analysis and automation intern. So that's why my job mainly consisted of analyzing data as well as automating business processes. Yeah. So first I'll define what web scraping is. So web scraping is the process of automating the extraction of the data from websites into a structured format into a CSV or Excel sheet. So basically the website will be passed through a scraping script, and then the data will be output into a format so that it's easier to read, such as a CSV or Excel sheet. So here are a few of the top web scraping applications. So you might think, like, why do we need to do this web scraping thing? Well, actually, like, almost all of the companies need it. And the main reason is for competitive analysis. Like, for Grab, we had to do a lot of scraping for a certain brand that is our competitor. If anyone can take a hint. Yeah, so we had to do a lot of scraping for their website. And you can actually get a lot of data from, you can scrape Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Google, the news. It's used in stock markets. You can scrape Wikipedia. Yeah, so like scraping is quite a important important for our business. So I have here a few popular tools that you can use in scraping. So the first one is Scrapey, Beautiful Soup, and the one we're using today is Selenium, Octoparse, as well as ScriptHub. Yeah. So these are all like modules you can find on the internet to do your web scraping. Yeah. And download them. Yeah. Okay, so before we start coding, can I ask if everyone has Visual Studio installed? Type in the chat.
Yeah, I should assume most of them don't have it.
Okay. So I think
What if we don't?
actually okay. And everyone go to Anaconda this site.
Yep.
Okay. I'll just link it in the chat.
Okay.
And I think you also need to install Python.
Alright. Hey, yeah, at least you're gonna share this links and everything later on, right? On the slide.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I'll say that it'll be easy to follow. I think as long as you have everything installed, it should be fine. Anaconda and Python, yeah.
How do you download it? Do you walk us through?
Yeah, sure. You can download it from the site.
Okay.
Yeah. Just
What
install
about
it.
Anaconda?
For Anaconda, you also have to. You can just install it here.
Oh, cool. Where is it?
Here. Maybe I should link this one so it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah, you can use Visual Studio. But do you have tips? Do you have tips?
No.
You would have to install pip as well.
No worries, no worries. That's good for installation.
Yeah, I can't remember whether Anaconda can use pip. I think if you have Anaconda installed, you can also use Conda install. Why do I prefer Selenium? I think Selenium is very beginner friendly. I think everyone can start with Selenium compared to like Beautiful Soup where it's like in a whole JSON format, right? Yeah, that's how I would answer it.
Okay. Cool, cool. So, okay, no problem.
So if you install Anaconda, will it install pip and all that?
I think you can just use the Conda install instead of pip. Yeah.
Wait. Just to confirm, which one do we install? The mini Panda.
No, Anaconda.
Anaconda, okay.
But are you aware of Mini Conda?
Yeah, mini Conda is the mini version.
Yeah.
It's very
I
cute.
mean, people are having difficulties, or the laptop is not powerful enough. Then maybe Mini Conda, because there's just a basic installer there. But yeah, not Anaconda, the full version.
Yeah.
But it's okay, no worries. We just go with what I need to find out. Let's give it 10 minutes for everyone to install and then we can start coding away. If you guys have any questions, just drop it in the comments. We'll try to help out.
Mine is saying download Python 3.7 or 2.2.
Latest one is the best.
Yep. I think 3.8 actually.
You can download 2.8 as well. Yes. It'll be good if everyone can download this Chrome driver as well. Yes.
Yeah, at least like maybe repeat the stuff again. What do you want us to do?
Okay.
Yeah.
Download and contact.
Yep.
The key driver is zip file, right?
Sorry, can you repeat that? The Chrome driver. You can just extract it. Yeah.
Should be fine. it's coming along. Yeah. I'm also trying to install actually. So after installing all these things, I just open up and I come back.
Yeah, and then inside you'll see VS Code as an option.
Oh, cool. Okay, okay. What for Chrome driver and Python? Do I have to open up the exe file?
Yeah, actually you have to. That one I can explain later why you need the Chrome driver. But
Okay, so for now, just download everything.
yeah.
Okay.
How's everyone's progress?
No worries, guys. We allocated 10 to 15 minutes for this. Yeah, I know we said 1 hour, but yeah, installation. Yeah. No worries, no worries. We get it done. That's good. My anaconda.
Maybe like
Yeah, at least. What's the
anyone
answer?
having problem can share the screen.
Yep. Before your screen is coming from this cookie. Or if something's wrong with your computer or something that you can't fix, don't worry, we're gonna post this up on Facebook. Go back and watch it. No worries, watch it.
Okay. I think I should just show which site we'll be scraping today, though.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm a huge fan of fashion. So today, I just want to show how you can like scrape all these images on the website. Because I want to see which have the what code are the cheapest. Yeah. So this is a simple script, and yeah, I'll walk you through it.
So the end for that will be what? We're gonna get up the name, the price.
Name, original price, the sale price, and the image. Yeah, you'll get all those images in a folder. Yeah, so I think it would be good if you can first create a folder like for scraping. You can call it anything you want, like scrape, test. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, so okay, at least so just a question for the audience. I've downloaded Anaconda. Now I see the Chrome driver open, right? Is that all? Is that where I should be at right now?
You can put the Chrome driver in the folder that we're going to scrape in. Do you understand?
Okay, so everyone has to make a folder, an empty folder lah.
Empty folder, and they put the Chrome driver inside it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can show it first. Demo.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So basically I have this folder here, scraping, and then I have this empty Python file, and I have the Chrome driver here. Yeah.
Okay, so how this is VS Code, eh?
Yeah, VS Code. Yeah.
So do we need to install VS Code?
Yeah, actually you do. It's in Anaconda.
Yeah, I think if you just check with everyone that they have their VS Code set up.
Yeah, so their folder directory should look like this.
Hey guys, if anyone has any difficulties with VS Code, so just drop it in the message for the help. Yo, at least I think you have a question. Xterm is asking, do I need to install Anaconda if I have VS Code?
I don't think so. I think you can just use VS Code. Yeah.
Alright?
Can you try keep installing this?
Okay. So how do I do that? Maybe explain a little bit more. How do I go to this? How to open this combination?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We're all beginners, at least.
Okay, so you drag this on the bottom, you can drag it up.
Right. So I make a new file called anything like script site.fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm in terminal now. I should run I should run conda exhibit base, is it?
Yeah. for the question how to open a new Python file, here you can click new, and then you can name it anything you want. Script, test, .py, and then just enter, yeah, and you'll just, yeah, basically your file will be here in the folder.
Elise, can you explain to me what does the first line of code do? Is it necessary the source, users, activate thing?
Oh, okay. Basically it's just what is called, it activates the code environment to be in part of Anaconda's
So we
environment.
need to do that. We need to run that line of code.
No. If I'm not mistaken, it will run it automatically if you're using Anaconda.
You mean like you say there's a script site.py, it'll run that.
Yes, it should be. Like when you just open it, it will have this soft line.
Elise, they said conda is not recognized. What can I do?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, I can share my screen.
Okay.
So sorry guys, I might take away the screen from this. But just to show you my perspective. Good.
You're using Anaconda, right?
I'm using VS Code, right?
Oh, just VS Code.
Yeah,
You don't have Pip, is it?
this is the Chrome driver.
You can put the Chrome driver inside the script test folder.
Okay, how do I do that?
You open where you downloaded it basically. You open the file directory.
Okay, so do we all need to do that as well?
Yeah, I think it would be good if
Okay.
you can just move the Chrome driver.exe into this folder.
Okay. Chrome driver.exe. Where is it? At least you want to show all of this how it's done.
You can extract it, then right click.
Okay. I just drag this in, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
I think you need to extract it first, yeah.
Right. That's how you do it, guys.
The purpose of Chrome driver is basically so that you can open the Google Chrome on your from Python. Using
Cool.
because Selenium basically can open different types of browsers like Chrome driver or Firefox, Safari. Yeah, so the purpose of using Chrome driver is so that you can open the website on Google Chrome.
And I think there's another way to open the terminal in the VS Code, right? You can just right click and you can run the terminal.
Yeah.
Run Python file in terminal.
At least I'm still stuck. What can I do? Oh, Annabella, the installing kit takes a while. Just wait for it to more.
Yeah. Let me just see why.
Are you using your Windows environment?
Yep.
Is it the path?
mean the straight test path, right? Here's the one.
Term conduct is not recognized as a thing, right? So if you're using soft conduct, you go to your, when you go to your terminal, type conduct, right? No, not your this terminal, go to your other terminal. Try it.
And that's
Cannot. Try go to your CMD terminal. Just Windows command, type CMD. Yeah. Type conduct. Yeah, so it's not environment variable. You got to go to Windows command.
Yep.
Environment variable. ENVIRO. Yep, enter. Environment variables. Nope. Go back. Cancel this. Go back to just now where you were earlier. Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Go your path. Edit.
Right.
Path. Edit. Click the path.
Which path?
Down. Yeah, I see this is path.
Yeah.
Put your Conda installation here. Because you want to try to search for your Conda executable, right? But you don't know where to find it. So you got to specify where you want to put it. At least you're using a Mac, right?
Sorry?
You're using a Mac, right?
Yeah.
Macs tend to be easier than Windows. Windows, I always say that it's not that easy. Macs are a little bit the
Wait, so does everyone need to do this?
Yes. I mean, if they can't get Conda working and the same error appears, means they have to specify an environment variable here. This is so that your system knows where to look for Conda. But when you type Conda, the system's like, what's Conda? You know what I mean? Are you sure that's the environment variable? Can you go back to the environment variable? What do you put there?
Put the
Environment variable. Go back to your environment variable. Environment variables. Well, what do you put there? Right? No, that path looks wrong. Why is that?
right. Yeah, this is the one, right?
Site packages. Can you go to that site packages and see what's actually there?
That's the Conda file.
See? You can see it. You should have a.
This one.
Open it. Scroll down. Do you see a word Conda there? Or do you see a Conda file? No, it's not there. It needs to have the actual file that is called Conda, like the command that type Conda. It needs to be there. Right? Go up, go to shell. No, go back. Scroll up, go to shell.
Down.
Go to shell. Down, shell. Bin. Click bin. There you go. That's it. Copy this file. So it'll run that actual file. That's the actual executable. So if you will look for that file in there. Yeah. Okay, click OK. Now close your terminal and then run it again.
Seems like we need to walk them through how we do this, right?
Go back to your Windows environment. Why don't you go back to your thing again? No, the folder. That's the correct one.
Edit, right? This is the one. Got to click new.
No.
How do you click on Conda?
Just see the Conda folder again.
Yep, this is the one. Alright? Shell, binary, Conda.
Detected C using the Conda shell.
Wait, Shafi, is it working for on your app?
Can you try double click that file?
Yeah, mine is okay.
Yeah, double click that file.
Yeah.
Oh, like that. Maybe Shafi can show his environment variables where it is. Yeah.
Mine is, I think I've already installed it prior to this, so it's already connected. But I think there's a way to set the path to command line, you don't need to go through the.
For this can click install. Just to check it.
Yeah, I mean, how do you test if it's working? It should show, right?
It will show that it's being installed now.
Yeah, mine is okay there.
It should actually work for you, Derek. Because your file cover, I don't understand why it's not with the file. Can you go back to your environment variables? Yeah, I think it's really kind of like to move on, right? Yep. Yeah, you have no one, you have two things there. Delete the top one. So delete the top one, yeah. And then conduct.
This one?
Yeah, delete that. Can confuse it sometimes. Delete it. Yeah, just that one. Okay. Click OK. Click OK as well. Sometimes you gotta apply and okay. Yeah. Try to go back now. Open new terminal.
Yeah, you have to restart the terminal.
Okay.
No.
So you can't wait. No.
Yeah, no, I think we'll just have to fix this later.
Yeah, I think what I'm more concerned about is
Add path in system variable. This one suggested add path in system variable. Environment variables. Same thing, environment variables. Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I don't know why. What to do it
Is the path or what? Need to go to the path.
This is the path right here. Shell in yeah. Not too sure about that.
Yeah, I think we just continue. I mean, if no one
Yeah, continue first. We'll pick up later.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry about all the installation issues. Okay. So, I think after you install, if you're able to install Selenium, right?
Yeah.
Then can you try pip install URL libc as well? This is it's like a packet for downloading the images. Yeah.
Yeah. URL.
Libc. Okay, I just copy it.
Actually, Derek, you have pip installed, is it?
Yeah, uninstall it.
Preview.
Yeah. Okay. I've already installed.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now I'll explain a bit about the Selenium, what kind of methods you can use. Okay. Let me share.
Back to bgcommon.c. Yeah, it's terminal.
Okay, can I run through my screen?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So as I said just now, Selenium has a few ways of identifying certain like components. For example, like if you when you right click a web page, you press inspect, then this what do you call it? The inspector will come up on the right side, and you can see like all of the HTML what do you call it? HTML script that makes up the website. Like you can see product file, ID, all this. Yeah. So if, for example, you wanted to find this element here, you can find it by the ID, which is the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can just use driver.findElement by ID and then put in the name of that element. Yeah. So if you were to use this code, then your cursor will be able to find that element by using this code. Yeah. And you can also find elements by their tag name. For example, here you can see how this one is a div, This one is an anchor by the class name. Yeah. So that's the second way of finding elements on a page. Okay. So the last one, which is the easiest way of getting an element, but it's not the fastest way of finding an element, would be getting the XPath, which is getting this. So if you right click here, copy XPath, and then if you paste it here, then it will give you the whole XPath. Right? Can you see this? Can everyone see this?
Yep.
Okay. So this is the whole XPath, but actually you can just get it by the ID, which is this, right? Yeah. So this would be the what you call, it's the more convenient way of getting the element. Yeah. So if we needed to click something, that's really easy. We can just use dot click, which is Selenium's method to click on an item. And if you were to, for example, if you wanted to key in something automatically, then you can use this dot send key. Yeah. So this one will be the placeholder for what you want to key in. So I think we can do an example. We go to Google. Yeah. You start here. So if you inspect here and you use the copy XPath, there's the XPath. I think it's not possible. Import whatever equal yeah. You can see here. Okay, so you'll need to initiate the driver instance by using this webdriver.chrome, and then the executable path will be what you get from here. You can copy the path and then just paste it here. Can everyone get that? This is how you create the driver instance.
Make it bigger.
So
Yeah.
Driver instance basically gives us access to the Chrome, is it?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you're assigning the value in this webdriver.chrome to, a variable called driver. Like,
Yeah.
that's what, okay.
So, for example, the URL you want to get is your google.com. Right. Then we can do a driver URL.get driver.get. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, driver.get URL, driver.get URL. So I think if you just run this file, script site.py, it will automatically open up Google in this, and then you can see Chrome is being controlled by automated test software. Right? Can everyone follow until now?
Yep.
Yep. You make the fonts bigger. Control Shift Plus, I think.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Then now we can, for example, if you wanted to search for something, then since we already got the X path, we can just do a driver.get. Yeah. We can use this driver, this one. You can just use this method to what do you call, search for something in Google. Okay. I put the wrong ID. Equals to okay. Can everyone manage to get the send keys to work? Can I just type in the chat if there's any problem?
So like you just go to Google and strike and get that.
Yeah, you can get the extra. Yeah. So here, I just pasted in the extra box because it's easier. And then you can dot send key. Then this one can be anything that you like. You can put in anything. Then you just run the code using Python, the name of your Python, and it will automatically run like this.
Is it running now? Just now, like you have
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I think because my screen is only sharing the VS code. Right?
No, showing everything. Showing
Oh, it's not everything? Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
So can you see the file of it?
So this is like the basic steps to this is to driver.get URL is basically what will open is how it will open the page like this. And then this code will basically type the things you want in the element that you have chosen, which is which is this search box here. Yeah.
Alright, got it. Oh, by the way, you can make full screen control B, that'd be great too. Only when you move to the VS Code, because it's supposed to cover all content.
Okay.
Yeah.
At least I think maybe you can show us how to get a path. I think that's the most.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, for everything, it's very important to get the path. You need to insert. You can click this, and then whenever you hover around any component in the page, you can get all of their HTML scripts. Yeah. So like for this one, you can see it's an input dot something something something.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you know that this is the thing that you can type in, right? So yeah, you can just since when you hover around it, the HTML will be highlighted as well. So you can just use this one. Yeah.
So
Right
you're
click.
getting the X part of that.
Yeah. So copy. You can right click copy and then copy as path. Can everyone manage to search for something?
I think maybe installation a bit tough for some people. Maybe that's watch back and run it again.
Yeah, I think I'll just continue because I want to, get.
Yep, let's just proceed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So let's see. Okay. So if we're scraping content on stage, you have to notice that this page is like, okay, when you reload it, you can see that the images, they load slowly, right? So it means that the site is using lazy loading. So if you're trying to scrape the whole page, we'll have to use Python to help scroll through the page first before actually extracting the data. Because if you do it, if you just scrape the site as it is without scrolling down, it will only get like the first few products. So we first have to we have to write some code to help it scroll down the page now. So yeah, I can show you that now.
Yeah, so actually, I think I'm not sure if some people know like the purpose of Selenium, right? Like it actually tracks your mouse movement and your keyboard as well, whatever input you're putting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's basically doing the job for you, like instead of you manually clicking and browsing, you're replicating that into a code, right?
Okay, so I pasted this code from my previous code down. So basically, I will I'm looping through 20 seconds. So for every second, I will scroll down the page by like coordinates of 1,000, like plus 1,000, so that I can finish scrolling through the whole page. So basically, this code will do that. Do you want to copy it down?
We can get all this code after this, right?
Yes, yeah. I will link it down below. help scroll down the page.
Oh, cool.
Yes, by itself. Yeah. So if you've gotten up to here, then yay.
So can you go back to your code again?
Yeah, sure. So actually this is just like what do you call? I just estimated that it would take 20 or so seconds to scroll down the page. It can be any number you like. But I just want it to scroll down the page slowly so that the images can go. That's the whole point of this part.
Maybe you can just copy as the text and just paste it in the code editor.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
And the ID for each of the images are different, right? Like
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, copy the whole thing. And then try it yourself to see whether the site scrolls down. So in order to get all of the codes that are on this page, you first need to know like how many codes are there on this page. Yeah, so when you inspect, okay, when you inspect here, you can see look, there's this data total page file. There are 48 of them. So how are we going to get this number? We'll need, we need to try and access this whole element, right? And you can see here, oh, there's an ID here. I can click on this ID. I mean, not click on it, but you can find this ID. So you can copy the XPath here so that you are able to get like, this information from this XPath. That ID.
So it all goes to the point where you point to elements based on their IDs, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So basically, since we already got, okay, you can try printing this out. And see what you find. Yeah. So basically, you can get this whole, this whole object here, this Selenium object, when you get this driver.find element by id diff, right? So now, in order to get this data total page house, which is 48, we can do this. Equals to quotes links dot find dot get attribute data total page x. Yes. Okay, yeah. So you can try this.
Okay, cool. While we're waiting for them to, paste it in, do you want to run through what each line of code does so far, just so we understand what's happening?
Okay. So firstly, I think I start from the start now.
Yep.
You have to make sure that you have Selenium inside your code by importing from Selenium import.driver. And we need to import time as well, because then we can, for that 20 seconds, go through the whole page. So this is why we need this import time here. So to actually, create a driver instance, you'll have to use this method, which is from Selenium, webdriver.clone, and you have to direct it to the place where you are having your Chrome driver at, which is here. You can copy the path and then just paste it here, right? Okay. So now, to open the URL, we'll have to we have to just paste the URL here in this URL variable. Yeah?
Okay. Yep.
And then we can driver.get this URL, which will immediately open the page. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So for this one, this segment of code is to, as you can see, driver.execute script, Windows go to, and then from 0, keep on it'll increment by every second. It'll increment down the page. Yeah. So that's how I explain this code. And actually, all these methods you can just get them from Selenium documentation. So I myself cannot remember all the method names. So you can just copy basically. But yeah, this code is basically just to slow down the page by every y,1000 equals 1000. Okay, so as I said just now, we will need to know how many items we are scraping on the page. So we would have to inspect the page here. As you can see, this element has an ID search result item, and then you can see how many quotes are there on this page, right? 48. Yeah. So we'll need to use Selenium to get that particular HTML script, which is the find element by ID search result item.
Yep.
Yep. And then we can from that object that we found, we can get the attribute of the data total page count, which is 48, right?
Yep.
So
Okay.
now we print number of quotes on page is this number of quotes, which we managed to get it, is 48.
Yep.
Nice.
So does everyone understand until here?
Yep.
Yep.
Any questions?
Let's just move on, Ali.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, so now you're just like mapping out everything, right? How movement they're picking on. Then later you're gonna think of how to extract the Excel.
Yeah, exactly. So as you can see, like each of these images, if you notice, they're all part of this list class. If you go down and see, they're all like part of the list class. So you need to look through like this whole what do you call it? Div that has all the list classes, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So we need to let's see.
So what we're doing now is we're trying to capture the closest parent disk, is it, for all of them?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let me just copy the X bar to see what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. I remember. Okay. So since we already had that code, this yeah, okay. So this line of code will help us to get each of it will give us a whole list of items that have under the list class. Can everyone understand? Because as you can see, under this big div, which is the search result items, it has all the list classes. So we need to extract them by just using, since we already have this, we can just use this and find all the elements inside of it, which have the tag name list. Let me copy. Okay, simple first. Okay. So we need to, so since we already have the list, we have all of the quotes in this elements list. We need to look through the elements list. So I have this counter here, we start from 1.
Okay.
And we look through for all of the images in that elements list. We will have this, we'll increment the counter as we go through every product, right?
So you're reassigning the value of counter with counter plus 1. So if counter was 1, it becomes 2, it becomes 3.
Yeah, so it's easier to just keep track of which one you're going through, right? Yeah. So since we know that this one, oh yeah, this one. Product count. Oh yeah, all the information can be seen in this here. If everyone can see.
This all right. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see that product name.
Yeah. So all of the products are the same class, is it, or ID?
Yeah. So
Class,
we
okay.
okay. So basically, what I'm doing here is I want to get the, because later when we need to download the product, all the URLs share the same, all of the download URLs share the same format. You just need to input the picture ID, which is why I need to get the ID here first off, which is get the product house ID, which is this one, that you can see here.
Okay.
Yeah. So we need to keep this first as a variable. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. So actually you can just, to get the text, you can just image.find element by passing the product file, which is the class name, and then just use .text. So then if you print the image detail, it will show you the whole text of the name of the clothing and the original price, sales price, what is the discount. Yeah. So if you run this, you can get it. Yeah. So I'll just copy this whole thing for you there. Does it make sense to you guys what I'm trying to say? So can everyone get this output? how is everyone's progress?
I think most people may find it difficult to follow. I mean, the installation.
Or the installation?
Yeah, I think maybe.
Yeah.
So, but they can watch back and they can play themselves. So that's what I think makes it still very important.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, basically this code, this new code that I put here, we'll just look through that whole list that we managed to obtain just now by their tag name, which is list. Yeah, so we'll look through those, what do you call, every image in that list, and we will get their product ID as well as get the details of that product. And as you can see here, I managed to get all those. Yeah.
At least perhaps for the beginners, right? Maybe you can show them what what is like what's the class? What's an ID? What is an attribute? You just a very quick.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to explain a bit about what is class.
Yeah, they might be a bit confused there.
Okay, so as you can see, if you use this inspector, you can get all of the components. So on this, you can already see that the class is an init, right? Then this one is a div class. So they are just all basic HTML classes that you can use to construct your website. Yeah, that's how I'll explain what is a class. Yeah, so class can be like container, list, sorry, not list. Yeah, container.
List and all are HTML.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, classes are the ones where you categorize it.
Yeah, you can make your own set.
Yeah, you can make your own, exactly, yeah. So go to your code and then you can show them you use IDs and you use attributes, attribute, right? Attribute means you're capturing ID, people's ID, right? Then you have class name. Class name is the things that you want to categorize things. We can all make our own classes, right?
Yeah.
And what about the one where you capture the LI?
Yeah, and this. Yeah, because every product is within this this is huge. It's very hard to get it. But basically it's in this huge this block. That's how I explain it. Yeah. Actually this UL I forgot what is the definition.
Unordered list.
Yeah, unordered list, yeah. So it's capturing all the LI within this unordered list.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
That's how
LI
I
is
explain it. The LI is inside this
yeah. And LI is a tag name. So you capture it based on the tag name.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, so for everyone who's watching, if you want to implement this code for different websites, come too, right? I just need to change up the classes, the ID. Yeah, okay.
I'm guessing if you did it for example. I mean, they all have the same similar, just inspect it. Yeah, as you can see, it's also in unordered list. And then inside is all the same thing, it's the list class. Yeah, so if you have to duplicate this code, you just need to change it up a bit by changing like the ID or maybe the class name.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you copy the X path or doesn't matter where?
Yeah, you can just copy the X path.
Have you done like any stock market web scraping?
I haven't done stock market because like I'm not really interested in that.
There's one website I know of, but actually I wanted to ask like some websites, they have a captcha and all that, like they block kind of
Yeah.
right? How do
Yeah, return is that you just randomly click on different places, like, and you have the implicit weights so that you can kind of like trick the system. Oh, but for CAPTCHA, I think CAPTCHA, you need to use you need to buy the CAPTCHA. You have to buy it actually, yeah, if you want to do it. That's during my internship, they bought the CAPTCHA thing. Because sometimes they'll ask for CAPTCHA and then have no choice. But I think most of the time, as long as you put in weights as well as randomly clicking stuff, then the site won't think that you are a robot.
So you need to show that you're like as human as possible.
Yeah, you need to show that you're human. Yeah. So that's how we did our scraping. Yeah. And the competitor company was very smart because they knew that we were scraping a lot. So they purposely they can start to block the IP and everything. So we had to do it on a different computer. Okay. Alright. So now we want to write this in a CSV, right? Let me just quickly. It'll be good if you can import this package date. And then you use this current date is date.today. So this will give you today's date. Because usually if we're making a scraping script and we want to use this scraping program every day, then we'll have to at least when we create the file name, it should be by the date of the script, right? So it's easier to organize all the scraping information. Also import CSV.
what are we working on now, Ali?
So since we were able to, so now I run through the code. So since we were able to get the text from just now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So but now it's like, what do you call it? This image details contains this whole all of this information, but we need
Yep.
to split it up so that so that we can write it into a CSV, right, by the column, by every column. Yeah, so basically here, I'll be splitting, I take this text and I split it by every new line
Oh, cool.
so that we can have like, yeah, okay, let's do the check. Okay, so basically, we split it line by line, and then because we are looping through every clothes product, we can what do you call append it to the CSV as we go through the whole product list, right? So here it basically just opens the file for appending, and like this is just the syntax for writing the like this information that has been split into their particular columns into the CSV file, yeah, which is renamed by the date here, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you look at the CSV, you'll get all of the clothing here.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So you further split them up by splitting them based on different lines, is it?
Yes, yeah. Split lines. So split lines basically, because we already can see that this, yeah. So we see here before, it was all, what do you call, they're all like line by line, the information, the text. But we need to split it up first into their separate.
Oh, right. Into an array. Okay.
Yeah, so put it into an array. Yeah, so then because we have it in an array, it's easier to write it into the CSV. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically you can get this, which is very nice and organized. So then actually we can probably split this up more. Let me just yeah. So you can see that, oh, but this line, this, you can see here that the whole, the whole thing is being listed as one column. And further split it up into two columns just by using split again, actually. So,
So what you're doing now is you're assigning a value of the index position 1 in the array of float info, right?
yeah, because I want to try and split it up. Yeah.
Ah, right.
So float info, I will just dot update first.
Right.
Okay, so that I can do it after. Wait. So first info. Wait. Yeah. Okay. So should I? Presence is this, presence is presence of sleep. Oh. So everyone managed to get the CFP, right?
I think the code will send the rest still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you manage to get the CFP?
Nah,
Huh? No.
I need to test again.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna do it.
I think it's the file.
Which part has error?
Two is my path also.
Oh, the path, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I put the Chrome driver path, right? But it's showing user code error.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you download the correct Chrome driver? Oh wait, but it can open the URL, right?
No.
Oh, it can't open the URL.
Yeah, wait, do you put the exe extension at the back?
Mine, I don't have to because I'm using Mac now, but I'm not sure about Windows. I think Windows.
Yeah, you practice later. You do it in Node.
Yeah.
I'm using my wireless laptop also, so it's not set up properly.
I think the code is fine. It's just the path and all that, and probably the installation is not.
Yeah. So okay, just now. So I wanted to split the. Okay, because previously this price was like together, right? You can see the original price and the sale price. So basically, as you can see, I wanted to split this price into their what they call respective prices, right? I just use this code of prices is prices dot split. So basically just split this into two, yeah. And because we don't want this in our list anymore, I just use this code info.pop. So pop will basically just remove this item from the list. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after that, I just from the list that we managed to split just now, we just append it to the list again. Yeah. So then the final output will look like this. So you can see the name, the color, sale, review, and then the what do you call original price and sale price. Yeah. So you see the CSV again, then you can see it like clearer.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, so this is one part of it. So now we want to. So since we already managed to get like every item's details, right? We'll also need to download the image of the float. Yeah, so I'll show that now.
Hey, Satish, this weekend let's do this again. We do it properly.
Yeah.
I'm looking like you.
Probably the different side.
Yeah, so Yeah, so basically, just wanted to show that within all these, when you inspect it, you can already get the URL for the image.
Yep.
So basically, since we already know the ID, we can just what do you call? We can just use it as a placeholder for all the download links, right? Because they're all based on the same format. Yeah. Okay, here. All these have the same format. Yeah. So basically, just use the download link based on the ID. Yeah. Oh, you need to import this library URL with.
Oh yeah, to all the Muslim friends, Happy Raya, guys. Have a good Eid. Who is here? Let me see. Is there any? Hello, James. Cairo is here.
Okay. Okay. After downloading, then it's like over already. Won't keep everyone.
That is actually my driver was wrong. I downloaded another one.
Oh, okay.
It worked, and I think Bernard suggested just Chrome. Yeah, that's the correct way for Windows. Chrome is right here without the XP. It's like super fast.
Hey, thanks, Bernard. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
So we'll put it in the notes.
And check the driver, check the Chrome driver. Mine is like,
Yeah.
I think I downloaded 83, but mine was in 81.
I think the Chrome driver.
You
Usually it keeps on getting updated. So like whenever update, you have to immediately update, or
Yeah.
then before you are, yeah.
Or check in your settings about the help info.
Yeah, so as you can see here, I put in some code. I'll explain it now. Yeah. So just to get the link of the items, what do you call download link, you can basically just copy this X path again. And then when you paste it, you can see the ID.
Cool. Okay.
But then since we can't do it manually, which is why we had to look through the list and get it from here, right? Because to get the product ID. Yeah.
Keep the yeah. Okay.
Yeah, keep of it. Yeah. So which is why I put it as a placeholder here.
Okay.
Yeah. So then we get the download link, which is the attribute source, right? And then we can just use this method, which is to retrieve the images. So when we run it, we'll get all the images. I need to import this first. So you need to import this off. Import URL lib.request. Yeah. So if you compile all the code that I pasted here, it should be able to get you should be able to get the CSV as well as all the images. As you can see, my folder is getting listed.
Leave you have a question where the images stored locally.
Basically the images are stored in this scripting folder.
Yeah.
But you can obviously write code to move the files into a proper folder. Yeah. But when you use this, I haven't really looked into how this URL would work, but I think you can make it directly go into a folder that you specify to. Yeah.
And how many images are you?
48, basically like
Each of it within the class, right?
And because we inspected how many products were inside the list, so we can cross check that there'll be this amount of images coming out of that from that number that we know of from the start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think your computer will crash, right?
Sorry?
If you don't put a limit.
I think okay going so
So,
far.
Elise, I have one question. What if, not some pages will require you to press the next page, right? Where was it that you did?
Oh, I haven't done that actually.
Right, okay.
So, but you can do it well. Basically, you can just. I think you'll need to. Okay.
The dot click you done now, right?
You'll probably need to see how many pages there are here first. And actually, when you're done with this, or I think you have to put it in a very big loop. Yeah. So the first thing you have to do is get the number of pages, and then you have to look through every page, and then do this code. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let me just see here. Okay. Yeah, you can get this. Basically, I think when you finish scrolling down the page, you also have to try and see whether there's like this list here, and then get the number of pages that are. So every time you finish scraping one page, then you just dot click to
Cool,
the
and go
next.
to the next page.
Yeah, just go to
Okay. Cool. And then you can define a variable above to say how many pages you want to scrape first, right?
Yeah,
And then okay.
usually you need to define how many things are on that page, how many pages are.
You want okay, cool. So these are the things that you need to define beforehand before you start writing.
Yeah, because I think it's easier for you to look through
Yeah.
the page. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's it.
Yeah. I'm sorry if anyone cannot follow.
Hey, no worries, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I mean, feel free to unmute yourself, ask some questions, and chat with us now. We're gonna upload this, and hopefully next time we won't have all those technical issues.
Yeah.
Do something less installation as you next time, maybe.
Yeah. But I think it's pretty important to know how to install as well. Or then it's very hard not to install these very important programs.
Yeah, exactly.
I think another way next time like you can tell them what to install beforehand. Then
Yeah.
if they have any issues, they should go.
Yep. Anyways, we'll drop the GitHub link. I mean, yeah, at least we'll drop the code there as well. But we'll drop everything in GitHub. Right? And yeah. Feel free to play around with it. If you can't solve it, just try to do it again when you're home, right? Do it at home, practice it. I'm going to practice with Shafi, right? If anyone's interested to join us and explore together, do it. We're probably going to do it in JavaScript and Node. Yeah. Alright, cheers guys, cheers James. I'm glad you guys, puppeteer as well, you can try that out. I haven't tried anything like this before. But yeah. And then yeah, thanks for your feedback. If anyone has any more feedback, let us know. But this is the first time we're doing this, right? So really want to improve, really want to impact as many of you as possible. You're gonna have to something for intermediate, for beginners, for whatever, right? So yeah.
If you don't apply,
Yeah. It is. We're trying to capture as many people in this one, so we did it like this, and the beginners are like struggling. The pros is like, oh shit, we're down slow. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, if anyone wants to just stay, have a chat, anyone interested to join our classes, drop us a text as well. No worries. Nice. Thing.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Alright, hey, cheers guys. You guys can unmute yourself. If you can chat now, right now it's the end. It's a chat session, community session, right? We're just gonna stay here, all of us. If any questions for us, anything at all, just the chat. We're trying to expand the community.
And I don't know if you guys are interested in like what goes on in Grab. I'm happy to share.
Yeah. What if they're interested in what goes on in Patrick's classes?
I think, yeah, because like there cool stuff that we scrape and scrap, which is like quite cool.
What are some sites if you don't mind sharing?
Basically so you know how Grab is now. Previously they weren't 24/7, right? Like they are Grab food. So we had to they have like so basically Grab food has like 8,000 stores in Malaysia, and they have to instead of manually looking for all their opening times, right? We had to use some Google location APIs as well as what was it? What do you call? Yeah, a lot of Google APIs to scrape all the opening hours of all the GrabFood merchants. So basically, we help in the data, what do you call, data extraction for all these merchants because they don't even have a database like of all the merchants opening times. So how are they gonna get all the GrabFood stores to be 24/7? Yeah. So that was my task to get all of their opening hours. Yeah. For all those 8,000 stores, which took actually like almost I think 3 hours to scrape. Yeah.
So
Because
it's
it's a very long list. Yeah.
I mean, it's like data entry on steroids, right?
Yeah. So like if I mean obviously you cannot manually like search for all those stores and all their opening hours. Yeah. You learn all these before interning. Yeah, I learned this on the job actually. Like school doesn't teach me this kind of thing. Yeah, so I think interning there was really good for me. I learned a lot. And actually at Hacker Collective, I've been learning web development like more than what I've learned in school, I think. So I recommend.
Actually, at least you're here with us to help us grow our digital marketing strategy. That was a main goal, but then in the end, I think in your short period here, we did a lot of web development. Of course, our web stuff is still not solid yet, but soon we're gonna start focusing more on digital marketing.
Yeah.
I used to explore a lot to explore.
And obviously, yeah, for the web scraping, like there was a lot of competitor scraping. Especially from Airbnb. I think a lot of those travel websites as well. Because now Grab has like all those hotels right, on their app.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like basically web scraping helps in that process. Yeah.
Hey, Penny,
Okay.
yeah,
So I was saying web scraping is quite important. It really helps everyone's life, I feel. Especially, like now GrabFood has like all the Grab Mart and stuff as well. So we need to like scrape all the products from every store. Yeah, that's how I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think building a web scraper definitely helps on your portfolio. Yeah.
Yeah, you can still use code base in this video.
Just modify for your own use.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll be sharing the GitHub link. So you can just modify.
Right. Cool.
Hey, Clement, you're only going to NUS, right? Like, you think of applying before even like study. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, what's the application process?
Oh, you mean it?
I think Clement was asking you. Oh, for Grab.
Oh, for Grab. Yeah, actually Grab, the application process was quite hard, I would say. There was a lot of competition. I got rejected like twice before getting in. Yeah. Yeah.
Thanks, Louise, for sharing. By the way,
Yeah, thanks.
for sharing. It's really, really great stuff.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm like too if I didn't really present well.
No, you did really well.
Honestly, it
I
was
hope
great.
everyone was able to learn. the code isn't really hard to follow, I would say. It's very straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just about expecting the X path, like to know
Yeah.
what
I think I need to extract the X path, the ID, maybe the tag name. Yeah. It's just these two things. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mahesh, what's up?
Yeah. Hi, Alice. You just studying in Monash or?
Yeah, I'm a final year student. Yeah.
So like now Monash like under the MCO, so like all the class online, right?
Yeah.
So, wait, I think internship already.
Yeah, I ended my internship now. It was a 3 month plus internship. But yeah, really I'm interning at Active now. I'm really inspired to do more after working. Yeah. Grab the work was really fun. That's how I feel. Yeah. And I think I just want to continue working in a startup like this one. Yeah. I find it very fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people within the community, very fond of startups. So, and it is the energy that I like.
There's a question.
Any output startup.
Any interesting stuff ongoing in hackers like this? I think there's a lot. Derek, you want to share?
Yeah. No, I mean, we run all of these classes because we're trying to build a community at this point. Our focus right now is really just connecting people and growing our platform so that we can inspire more people to join us and really empower themselves using online resources, right? And yeah, we have our classes to guide people, but if you guys don't need at all any of our classes, it's just a movement that we're trying to do. Yeah. So I think our current focus is mostly tech and digital skills. We really want people to really join it, get the skills, build projects, and then go out and freelance or get a job or whatever from there. And if it all works, then that'd be great. So we're still experimenting.
Yeah, basically from my point of view, like if you're a self learner, right, you can do everything by yourself, but coding is like the only thing. So like meeting like guys like me, Alice, Derek, you just have someone to bounce around the ideas and get feedback from them, and your learning rate is much faster, like much faster.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satish and I practice on projects every now and then. Just to work together, learn together. It was good, cool. It's cool, very cool.
Yeah. Pair programming is the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like anyone has any other questions? Like with me, don't put us on the spot.
I would very well be happy to be the moderator. I would record everything. Okay?
Yeah, sure, man, sure. So Derek, I think your mic is on mute.
Yo, sorry. Dude, I was talking so much to myself. I was saying maybe Satish and I in the future we can do some beginner pair programming, show people how to debug and solve all these little problems and that. Yeah. Maybe we can go 3 hours long for a simple project. Right? Good.
Okay. I think we can do like a vanilla JavaScript.
We're doing JavaScript just to get the fundamentals right. In fact, I'm doing one with you guys. If Cairo is still in, Cairo and Mahesh. Yeah, we're doing one together next week. Exchange rate converter. I was just practicing it myself yesterday.
I thought this one to do a static website for static.
But what?
Because you put that we just want to start with the development first. I think something like do a static HTML, something like that.
It's static very static. Actually, we did it in one bro.
Yeah. Because the one that I think we want, we just built without using any framework or library, right?
Yeah.
Google or just your
Just JavaScript.
You only build like a website or web app.
Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
Oh yeah. Hey, I can hear you. Yeah. Hey, Carol, where are you now?
At home ah.
Taki Raya, bro. Taki Raya.
Mama Raya, bro.
Yeah. Hey, anyways, I just want to share with you here. We have two rock stars here. So we have Eugene and Opa from Crash Landing on You, and we have Shatish, professor from Monetise. So let's see if anyone here is a lookalike. Join us. Yeah, but that's it.
But anything I think are you cybersecurity?
I know, that's not me, that's Eugene.
Oh. Like, oh. You remember me, Karen?
Yeah.
Good. I did. Do you have any questions in the cybersecurity? Well, actually, because actually, I just see the cybersecurity, what do you call it, news something like that. But only see how they are there on the passport. Because most of it sometimes it use the attack to attack our website. And sometimes because I see of my company also they have their own cybersecurity, right? So it's kind of take an interest. Right.
Hey, Carol, feel free to join one of our sessions now, right? I'll let you know. I'll message you.
Okay, can also
Yeah.
maybe we can see first.
Yeah, sure. He's joining now. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone else wants to chat about anything at all? I mean, that's it, it's the end of this this session. I mean, maybe the inspiration for at least to share the solution. But at least we're gonna drop everything in
Yeah,
the
sure.
link to GitHub on the Canva file as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, we can
Waiting for the code.
Oh,
DJ
okay.
come in. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay.
You're probably going to start spending that food now on the website.
Okay lah. So shall we end talk? If
wait,
no one else has questions.
how you when I went to the GitHub that you sent the link, but then how you go and get the code?
You can just clone it.
or just copy and paste.
Mahesh, I'll teach you guys next week. Just download the zip file so that you want.
Yeah, you can just
Or you can write. Mahesh, you have a terminal, right?
Git clone.
go to the directory that you want, then just keep clone the link. Yeah, at least send it already. Just do that.
It's the code worked for you at least. I just changed the Chrome variable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was
Nice.
nice.
You're able to get pictures and the CSV, right?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
gonna play around with it.
Yeah. Mm.
Hey, Eugene. How's the recording? All good?
Still,
Still very good. I think, yeah, I need that. How big is the file?
so far.
Are you gonna put it unlisted on YouTube? Or are you gonna put it in Drive for us?
I think I have to put it on YouTube. I think it's less good than that. It's like 7 gigs. 7.5.
Damn. Okay. Hey, Ming, you're at home now.
Yeah.
Oh man, cool. When are you gonna cut your hair, bro?
Yeah, dude. Gonna hang after all this, man. It's long.
Bro, you
That's like coming back there.
Man.
Eugene hair is the shortest it's ever been for the past. How many years are you had long ass hair?
5 years, I guess.
5 years, right? You know, because Eugene used to always have short hair. Out of nowhere, you just don't know what happened to him. He had long hair already. And since then, he never went back. Using a clip.
Not regretting it.
Okay.
Yeah, so, you guys have any more topics you want to raise? Any questions?
Hey, yeah, Carol, yeah, we're starting a YouTube channel. We're going to be influencers soon. Well, you're welcome to join us, everyone. But it's a podcast. It's a podcast, basically, something like a speaker series where we invite people to talk about their self-talk journey. We invite professionals to have done it to talk about their journey with us. Yeah, so this is just to raise awareness for now. Yeah. Support, right?
So, guys, shall we end it?
Yep. So let's end it.
Final chance if any of you wants to ask anything.
Yeah. But I think we're going to be having this quite often, right?
Yeah.
If we can.
Yeah. We try our best.
Yeah.
The best. Let's see. That's how it goes.
Yeah. Probably an hour. So.
Cool. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for attending.
Thanks so much.
Thanks to the team as well. Eugene,